Hey guys, Wade Willis here to break down episode 4 of Fruits Basket, the final season. To me, this was not only one of the most emotional episodes of Fruits Basket so far, but one of the best as well too. I was in utter awe and disgust throughout much of the episode. It really broke my heart numerous times. Before I go any further, guys, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel for tons of other anime reactions and review videos. Trying to get to 2,000 subscribers and getting kind of close to it, so please help me reach that goal and hit the subscribe button. The episode really focused around finding Rin, who it seems like has been missing for quite a while. Hiro doesn't know where she is. Toru doesn't know where she is. Um, and eventually, the person who finds her is actually Kureno, which was incredibly surprising to me. He ends up seeing that she's in the cat prison house. I don't even know how to describe it actually, other than that it's super messed up. And it's supposed to only be for the cat, where the cat is imprisoned. We went through that whole part with Kyo, I believe, in the first season, where his grandfather is imprisoned there. He finds her there, has to basically convince this attendant, hey, can you give me the key? And she's scared of Akito, everyone is. And eventually she gives him the key and he saves Rin from there. Now at the same time, Hiro has been feeling guilty about the whole situation with Akito pushing Rin out of the window that almost killed Rin. Haru didn't know that she was pushed out by Akito. He spills the beans on this, and Kisa actually was injured by Akito as well. And Hiro has been living with all this guilt for a long time. And Kisa breaks down, and she feels so horrible that Hiro has been dealing with this, I think, for years, quite a few years, this guilt with regard to her, as well as not telling on Akito about Rin. Yeah, it's really interesting. Like, Kureno, he has grown on me a lot. I would say when we were first introduced to him, he was kind of one of my least favorite characters. But now that he's grown, or we've actually seen more layers to him, I am a huge fan of him. He is kind of like the male version of Toru. He's kind of lecturing Akito, and they're both having kind of a fight about him freeing her, freeing Rin. Haru shows up and is kind of throwing Akito around. Not actually, I thought he was going to punch her at one point. He was referring to her as a him, I think, and is confused as to why she is so threatened by females. He is legit freaking out on her. And we see as he's leaving to go find Rin, we see that the thread that's linking them is becoming more frayed, and it looks like it's getting ready to snap. Again, it seems like the situation is dramatically different from what happened to Kureno to have his snap, although it was kind of just alluded to us that it just broke suddenly. Maybe we will learn that something else happened that led to that point that we don't remember. There are people that can erase memories and stuff, so I have no idea. Maybe that was involved. It does seem like Haru's link to Akito is very close to snapping, and I'm interested to see how Akito responds to that, because Haru is not going to respond in the same way that Kureno did, where he felt horrible for Akito and is trying to console her. Haru is going to kind of respond in the opposite way. He'll be happy he's free from her and just be trying to find a way to eliminate Rin's tie to her. And eventually we find out how Rin was even imprisoned in the first place, and we see that she was sent on this spy mission by Ren, Akito's sadistic mother, and it seems like it might be Akito's father's remains, either ashes. I don't know if it's like a body part. I have no idea what the hell is in it. It's like in an urn, um, which would be, in theory, Ren's husband. I don't know if it is or not. I try not to assume in anime a lot, if because there's a lot of step siblings and stuff all the time. You never know, or mistresses and things like that. Ren got Rin to go on this mission, promising that she'll help her like with her knowledge of breaking the curse. And eventually we find out Ren actually has no idea how to do that, or that's what she tells one of her attendants. And this was like, I was already not bought into Ren. She seemed like a horrible mother and not a good person, and probably a lot of the reason why Akito is the way that she is. But I was like holding out a little piece of me, like, okay, maybe she'll end up like being a good person. No, she seems like a real piece of shit. I kind of hate her. She tried to use Rin like a chess piece that can be thrown away, and I don't like that at all because I actually like Rin a lot. I am excited to see more about Ren, Akito's mom. Like there's so much I feel like we're gonna dive into, and because it is Fruits Basket, I know that we're gonna get into it. They get into every single character in depth, which is one of the things I love about this show. But it seems like that vase, or vase, has a lot of significance to the bonds, because every time it was being shown, they had like kind of those strings and stuff. Obviously, if you know the answer, don't spoil it in the comments. But it seems very significant to me, and I want to learn more about that vase. This was just a fantastic episode, and I was so pissed multiple times throughout it because I do like Rin a lot, and every time I'm getting close to like feeling some type of sympathy for Akito, like something's the rug is pulled right out from under me, and I'm like, man, I freaking hate Akito again. And I'm sure I'm gonna learn more about Akito that's gonna give me more sympathy, especially with how horrible Ren seems to be. But that's not cool, what she did to Ren, and I'm excited that Ren was eventually first saved by Kureno, and then saved by her love after that, and he's like carrying her, super cute scene. But I'm very intrigued to see what their path is like and if they're able to break free. It seems like those two might be the next two to actually be able to break free, especially Haru. And it was notable seeing the like glow up for Hiro and Kisa. Like they both look dramatically older, and I'm excited to see what other characters are going to have another glow up as well. But yeah, guys, this was such a good episode. I'd love to hear what you guys thought of it, and let me know in the comments below.